friends, Joe Lynch here from the Logistics of Logistics. Today I am at Manifest and I'm talking to my friend Jeffrey Wolpov. Please introduce yourself and your company and where you're normally based.
Well, thanks, Joe. I really appreciate this opportunity. My name is Jeff Wolpov. I started a business back in 1990. Really, my family comes from a long line of logistics. My grandfather was a garment-on-hanger truckman in the 70s and the 80s. My dad was a warehouseman, so I kind of grew up in a warehouse. As a kid, I would
dirty then.
I would do inventory. I'd bring all my friends. During the summer, I'd drive a truck. I picked and I packed. So warehousing, you could say, has always been in my blood. I started a business in 1990. I started it with 2 trucks and 3 men. We were very fortunate enough to grow it from 1990 to about 2008, to from $300,000 our first year in business to over $54 million in business, where we sold to an equity fund in 2008. We used our business as a platform business to go ahead and acquire other supply chain logistics businesses. And then in 2014, the private equity fund traded out and another private equity fund came in. And they really helped us to spearhead our business. In essence, it's port drayage, so transportation. It's pick, pack, and ship warehousing. It's true omni-channel distribution. So full case, pick and pack, going to general department stores, going to retail stores, and then going to Jane Doe at home.
So you saw this big transition from a small entrepreneurial business, and you started these acquisitions, you got acquired a few times, and now you're at the biggest of the big. What has changed?
Yeah, it's a great question. So when we sold the first time, we weren't done as a management team. We knew that we had a lot of runway left, and so we knew that we wanted to go to another financial sponsor. This time around, we wanted to find a permanent home. We wanted to find the right strategic fit, somebody that can help empower our associates to do amazing things, help to fuel our growth, and help us to deliver on our promise to our customers. And Ryder was the exact perfect partner.
So it's funny, when you hear Ryder, nobody thinks, oh yeah, they're great at e-commerce. That's just not your first thought, but it is arguably the best at that.
Yeah, we pride ourselves on being the best in the business. Ryder's got a little bit of a PR challenge because we have 250,000 trucks on the road, so you automatically think we're a truck leasing and maintenance company.
People think they're that, but I think they're an automotive company because you don't go anywhere in automotive where there's not a Ryder trade.
It's a huge segment of our business, but we are so much more. When you think about us, we're automotive, we're industrial, we're tech, we're healthcare, we're retail, we're brokerage, truck management, dedicated transportation. We have big and bulky last mile deliveries, and then our division is, we call it's Ryder Ecommerce, and so it's e-commerce and omni-channel fulfillment.
Yeah. I say this all the time, I've said it a few times today. When somebody goes to a website and says, I'd like to buy this, they don't think, do you sell this in my country? At least we don't in the US, Canada.
Yes.
But for much of the world, they still want to take advantage of e-commerce. They don't look at your website and say, oh, I wonder if they deliver to my country. Increasingly, you're going to have to support global sales.
Yes.
And I just don't think most warehousing companies are set up for that.
It's a fast-growing segment of our business, international. We partner with folks like DHL and Global E. We do a decent and growing amount that's going international, but the world is flat. And so the secret of omni-channel fulfillment is getting that customer the goods any way that customer wants to purchase them. The reality is, geography doesn't matter. Wherever that customer is, we have a solution to get that customer those goods.
And I'm not just saying this because you guys are big, but if I right now was an e-commerce brand, especially if I wanted to be selling globally, I would worry, all this tariff stuff, what do I need to do? And I don't think the stuff in Canada or Mexico is long term. Stuff with China probably is.
Yeah.
So there are questions, and I would want somebody who could guide me, somebody who has a global business.
Yeah. The only certainty is uncertainty. It's a very fluid situation. It seems to be changing every day. The good news about Ryder, 91 years old, we've been through lots of these storms before. And so we're here to help guide, we're here to help drive, we're here to help our customers to be successful. Whichever way this thing shakes out, we're going to have a solution. But your point is well taken. Within Ryder, within retail fulfillment, within omni-channel fulfillment, we're getting the name out there that we are a proven partner, that we are a terrific service provider, that we empower our customers to grow their business, and we do that every single day. The best part about being a Ryder is you can't outgrow us, because we're always going to have a solution for you.
I'm an automotive guy originally, and what happened in automotive during my career was anybody who was a mom and pop got pushed down to tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and only global partners made sense. Because if you're to say we're going to expand to Europe, you can't ask mom and pop, hey, can you open another facility? Ryder was able to move across the world with their automotive customers and all their other customers.
Yes.
That's just my own little experience.
It's a terrific value proposition, because within Ryder, we get the best of both worlds. We're very entrepreneurial, and we're customer centric, and we think like an entrepreneur, and we actually think like an owner. But within Ryder, we've got unlimited resources, and whether it's systemic, whether it's through automation, whether it's through engineering, we're going to be able to bring best of class product offerings to our customer to help their growth.
Yeah, and I just said this, and it applies more in my mind to the brokerage side of the business.
Sure.
I know you guys have you acquired brokerage, so you guys are in the brokerage biz, but I said this a few times on my podcast lately, is cybersecurity is a big concern. And I'm of the opinion we're going to see consolidation among brokerages, and it's going to be this Ford Motor Company, this Procter & Gamble want to work with a company that can say, don't worry, we will do everything we need to keep up on that spending. Or do you want to go, they're nice guys and we hope they can keep up?
When you do business with Ryder, you can sleep well at night. You know that we're going to protect your business as if it's our own.
Again, that's going to drive the consolidation in my mind. Because I think in the brokerage space, I think there's 25,000 brokers, but only 3,000 that have most of the volume.
But think about this again, being the best of both worlds. You know, having somebody that cares, that's on the ground, that's entrepreneurial, that's running this business as if it's yours, as if it's theirs, but having these resources that we're constantly looking to reinvest in our business. We're looking to reinvest in our infrastructure. We're investing in our systems. We're out there, we have an entire automation group that's out there looking at the best and the brightest.
Yeah, I just interviewed Gary Allen, our friend.
Hey, Gary's fantastic.
And I've interviewed Gary a few times, and Ryder has basically a stumps works that they're looking at all the technologies out there and saying what works for us, and then they're piloting it and saying we put it in one of our facilities, and then we put it in another, and if it works, they're spread across all the.
If you look at the entire global operation within Ryder, I don't think that there's an automation solution that we don't have deployed somewhere. We're always willing to look, and we're going to experiment, and it's always on our customer's behalf. What can we do to help that customer grow their business? Because that's our best sales tool. A growing, healthy, thriving customer allows us to grow and to be a thriving company.
So when it comes to your division, who's your ideal customer?
So we love omni-channel fulfillment. We love very fast-growing customers because we can run faster than them. We love customers that are going to depend on us, that are going to partner with us. We want customers that probably do in the neighborhood of 100 million in sales to 2 billion in sales, and we want to help them get from that 100 million to that 2 billion. We want a customer that's going to have multiple channels of distribution, not just be digitally native or not just be brick and mortar. We want to help that customer grow any way that customer wants to grow.
Well, it feels like it's the big boy purchase, like when you say, okay, we've got a number of warehousing facilities, and we got some brokers, and we got a truck or two. We're going to get to the next level. You know, maybe you're getting funding to get to that next level. You also have to have the infrastructure, and you either partner with a Ryder or spend $1 billion to build it yourself.
And this is a $13 billion, 91-year-old publicly traded company. We have 250,000 trucks on the road. We have 100 million square feet of warehouse space. We have 50,000 employees.
I was telling Gary Allen earlier, I said, there's a whole bunch of companies here with all this cool tech. I go, I wonder who you guys are buying next. And he said, I'm not telling.
Yeah, I can promise you that we are turning over every rock that we can. We're out there looking for the best and the brightest. Anything that can support our ecosystem, that in essence, and will eventually help our customers to grow.
So, I know you're not necessarily buying them, but what's blown you away? What's been interesting to you here at Manifest?
It's really about AI. I think that's more of the constant. And AI is a little bit of a dangerous term because it is so broad. And for us, we're really just trying to look at it and really drill it down to what problem are we trying to solve. And the good news is there's a solution for that. There's a cost-effective solution that'll make us more effective and more efficient because given today's rising costs, we all have to do more with less.
It's interesting. last year, right here, I talked to Kendra Phillips
Yes.
about this, and she was talking about AI. I was saying last year we're in AI readiness, getting rid of all the dirty data. But I said, you're Ryder, you don't want to necessarily be the first running into it because you're going to be talking Fortune 300 companies.
Yes. Yeah.
It's one thing it's with companies here that are small, that entrepreneurial say, oh, we're AI this, AI that. You got a risk profile when you come to Fortune 500 customers.
Yeah.
You can't be necessarily, I mean, you can invest in it and test and do it properly.
Yeah, I would say that more likely than not, we're not going to be the guinea pig. However, we do have Ryder Ventures.
You have more data than anyone else.
Well, we have Ryder Ventures, and so Ryder Ventures is out there, and we're making smaller bets, $200,000 to $2 million.
I know people who got bought by that's just you. I have other friends who got bought by.
But it's amazing because now all of a sudden we can take a financial position in this ecosystem company that helps our business grow and helps our customers flourish. And someday we may make a bigger investment, someday we may spin it off, but the reality is we're now able to look at so many different businesses that help our customers and help our company grow.
I love it. Jeffrey, thank you so much for taking the time.